it's time for our September book haul. We're a little late. September was the month of both my and my wife's birthday, so we got a lot of birthday books. And we're going to start off with a gift that I received. This is incredible. This is an incredible gift sent to me from Alan from the Book Suppository. Knows that I am a big fan. Manly Wade Wellman, he is too. He's always sending me pictures of his Wellman collection coming together. And I could not believe that he sent me this. The Carcosa pressing of Worst Things Waiting by Manly Wade Wellman. This thing is immaculate. It's in immaculate condition. I've been wanting this ever since seeing Jeff from Jeff's Cave of Cool Books talk about it on his channel. And it has illustrations here. And the illustrations are by Lee Brown Coy. Andrea at Infinite Text over there just did a video about his artwork in Weird Tales. And this is their Carcosa press. You know what? We could probably make that into a t-shirt. So this is just amazing. This is an amazing gift. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Alan. Thank you so much. What a wonderful birthday. What a wonderful birthday present. But that's not all he sent me. So one of the first messages ever I got from Alan, he was telling me about this book here. It's the Gothic Novels of the 20th Century, an annotated bibliography by Elsa J. Radcliffe. So he found an extra copy and picked it up for me and sent it to me. And basically it just has just like every Gothic book of the era, the 60s, 70s boom. And then if she read it, she gives a little snarky review of it. And that is amazing. This is amazing. We're gonna put it to good use in the Guide to Gothic series that me and Eric do. So that is amazing. Now remember, this is all plus that Worst Things Waiting, which is incredible in itself. And then he sent me a bunch of Gothic books, and they're hardcovers. How often do you see a hardcover Gothic? I believe these are all ex-library copies. They're wonderful. Catherine St. Clair, Room Beneath the Stairs. Rose Heath, Catherine Troy. I mean, I don't know if I've even seen a Gothic hardcover before. And now I own a bunch of them. Once owned by the Liverpool High School. I don't know where that is. Is that in New York? Yes, Liverpool, New York. Night stands at the door. Catherine Blake. And this one I think he just had sitting around and asked me if I wanted it. The Mystery Reader's Indispensable Companion. The Fine Art of Murder. Edited by Ed Orman. So it's a reference book. I don't know. 2 or 3 things you should know about British crime fiction. And there's a bunch of articles written by a bunch of people. It looks very exciting. I don't know why they used that Mona Lisa on the cover. That's kind of weird. So yeah, what a wonderful surprise. I was not expecting that. Thank you, Alan, so much. This is incredible. Incredible, my friend. That Manly Wade Wellman is mind-blowing. Alan actually sent me a couple more things just the other day, but it's going in the October haul. And in fact, we might just split it up because these hauls are getting so big that I gotta... They're going to be too long. Who wants to sit around for 40 minutes? Okay, let's get on with it then. Speaking of that, I ordered my copy of Nesh. This is by T.H. Brandt. Big Tim! Secret Fire books. Nesh and Other Necromancies. These are short stories. I believe all horror stories for the Halloween season. Don't say spooky. Tim doesn't like it. This has an incredible little thing here. Look at that. For Jake and Nick. That's me. My partners in crime. Tim, tears, brother. I can't believe you dedicated a book to me and Jake. Wow, what a guy. That Tim guy, man. He's amazing. We haven't read it yet. We're going to read it, though. We're going to read it this month for horror craziness. Got a couple more things that I ordered online. On the last Guide to Gothic video, I got a comment, and the commenter said this was their favorite Gothic. So I looked it up and I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty interesting. It was a couple bucks, so I ordered it. And I told Eric, I was like, oh, maybe we can cover this. It was a suggestion from one of the commenters. And then I got it and I was like, holy shit, that is a fat book. So that is a little intimidating. I don't know. Oh god, is it 500? No, 381. Looks cool. I don't know. Maybe we'll get to it someday. Maybe. Those big fat ones are a little bit difficult for me. I ordered this here. This is a Maigret book. Maigret and the Apparition. It's also called Maigret and the Ghost. And I am going to be a guest on the Lighting the Pipes podcast this month. And then I think we're going to do something too here. On a little short video, and we're going to be discussing this, and I'm very excited to be on a podcast. It's where I can just look at my notes the entire time and not have to make eye contact. I'm very looking forward to hanging out with those dudes again. It was so much fun last time. If you didn't watch our last collaboration, we did a video here, Maigret and the Yellow Dog. It was a lot of fun. Very cool book. I love Maigret. And speaking of lighting the pipes, I got a package in the mail from England, from Scott, from Lighting the Pipes. Who sent me? Oh, look at that little mug. They got their mug on a mug. How adorable is that? A Lighting the Pipes mug. I never understood why the picture isn't on the outside when people do mugs, but that's the standard. I don't know, whenever I did mugs for my business, I always put it on this side because, unless you're left-handed. See? I don't know. Just talking mug. We're just talking mugs. That's all. And then he sent me these books here, and these are British editions of The Saint. Scott really likes The Saint. I haven't read any Saints. Leslie Charteris. I do have a couple, but I'm very excited to have these British editions. You know, I love that. You know, I love the British editions. Got even the yellow box. He hooked me up with the yellow box pen. Classic mystery. And if you aren't aware of the Lighting the Pipes podcast, the first time you're hearing about them, they do these in-depth reviews of classic mystery books. They also do some like hard-boiled crime and spy books. But I think the main focus is classic mystery, which I think is not really represented here on YouTube that well. I don't know how well represented it is in podcasts because there's in the Paperback Warriors all I kind of really know. But you will find that they do their research. It is incredible. You learn a lot, and they have wonderful insights, very intelligent fellas, and they're very enjoyable just to spend some time with. It's great. I love to listen to them while I am working, and they make me very excited to go check out these books that they're talking about. And they have, I think, a couple episodes about the Saint. So I'm very excited. Thank you very much, Scott. That was very awesome of you, and I'm looking forward to Maigret and the Apparition next weekend. We record next weekend. I don't know when the show's coming out, but we record next weekend. Speaking of the Paperback Warrior, wow, I just love I got this thing down. Eric texted me, and he was at Chamblin's Book Mine down in Florida, big giant used bookstore. And he said, "Hey man, do you want anything? I'm headed to the bookstore. You want me to look for anything?" I said, "Well, bro, hell yeah, I do. Ninja Master. I need more Ninja Master in my life." And he said, "Well, guess what? They have some." So we got some Ninja Master. He sent me some Ninja Master. Number 6, Death's Door. Nice. We got a little bikini babe there. We got a punk with a gun and the Ninja Master taking him down. We got, what number is that? Number 4? Didn't I just say number 4? Yeah, I did. Ninja Master number 6 is Death's Door. $1 Million Massacre is number 4. Nice. Then we got number 3, Borderland of Hell. Now, we read the first Ninja Master on an episode of Ebes, and it was terrible. It was really boring, really a letdown. But then I learned that the real author of the series, Rick Myers, takes over on number 2. So I read number 2, and it really did the job. It's really a brutal bloodbath. It is Ninja Master doing ninja shit and just killing hundreds of people. It's amazing. The Ninja Master went through 3 iterations, and this is the second iteration, and this is the last one I needed in the second iteration. And this is from the first with the more men's adventure looking covers. The second one has these more generic looking white covers with the kind of basic clip art ninja here. But still good. I mean, the stories are still good. Just they kind of got a little lackluster. They went with the style of the covers as it goes along, and then the third series is even more lame. We're not going to go into current cover art shenanigans. We went to the bookery. They had added a bunch of new pulps. They bought new pulps up from the basement. New old pulps, as you say. This is the one that I showed in the Robert E. Howard video that I did. This has his Western story, Vulture Sanctuary. It's a great story. This is probably my most beat up pulp. Now, it has no back cover. This thing is crumbling. And I haven't read any of the other stories in it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. It's from November 1936. I got this Popular Detective from 1950. It has a Stuart Sterling story in it. Is that the light? Yeah, I'm messing it up. It has a Stuart Sterling story. It's a lot of S's. And I love Stuart Sterling because he does offbeat detectives, where one is a fire marshal, and then you got the hotel detective, and I think he has one of the harbor police, the harbor police character. So I really like Stuart Sterling, so that's why I grabbed that Popular Detective. And then I got some of these World War, I don't know if it's 1? Yeah, World War 1. Yeah, it's 1935. It has to be World War 1. Of these plain pulps. What the fuck do you call them? Plain pulps. So, yeah, 1935. I was very interested in this, and I know that Paul at Geese Love Dogs he's very into the G8 series. So this isn't the G8 series, but still, old school airplane war pulps. And they were the right price. They were $10. I don't know any of the names of the authors. It's from 1938. I just thought they were interesting. I always wanted to try them, and I was just feeling it. I was feeling it that day. It's from 1936 also. And then I got this $15 Fantastic Adventures. I just really like that cover. May 1946. The Sword in the Pool by Berkeley Livingston. Beautiful. Next, my wife got me this. She ordered it special. It's a Gothic Prince of Darkness by Barbara Michaels. It's one of the, it's not one of the satanic Gothics, but it's close. A gripping story of black magic and the occult. Very excellent cover there. She wrote the Amy Come Home. That's in Paperbacks from Hell, I believe. Then speaking to my wife, she's like, what do you want to do for your birthday? I said, you know, we haven't been to Browse a while, up in Tip City in a while. Let's go there. They have a lot of, actually, speaking of Gothics, they have a lot of Gothics there. And I went a little crazy because, well, it's my birthday. And I'm gonna go crazy. I got another Monarch from my collection. Anne Bonny, Pirate Queen. She was a real person. I sent a picture of this to the pirate expert over at Infinite Text. She showed me a book that she had of the real story. But whatever, I got the fiction version. It's probably exploitive. And it's a Monarch and it's beautiful. We got another Dr. Death here. Dr. Death is a pulp era, I guess, superhero. I really like that cover. The gray creatures. Looks to be Egyptian. Bob Timmy, Blueprint for Terror. I believe this is an espionage story. Alright, then I found a bunch of books by a publisher I had never heard of. PFC. I forget what it stands for. It used to have a little piece of paper in it that said it, but they take it out when you buy the book. So we got some Juvenile Delinquent here. Neon Jungle by J.D. Blake, the finest in adult reading. Sounds right up my alley. I got The Hook #2. The Hook is a insurance investigator, I guess. I read Hook #5, and it was okay, but I feel like it was the end of the series, and maybe it lost a little of its oomph. And it takes place during the 30s, so I don't know why there's a swastika there. Brad Latham is the author. Yeah, World War I. I don't know why there's Nazi stuff going on. My wife got Chicks in Chainmail. Much coveted series of Lady Warriors. She also got this Mercedes Lackey, Children of the Night, which is a double. We actually already had it. Oopsie. It happens. She got Xena, Warrior Princess. Awesome. Awesome, Xena. Demon of the Night, Rita Lakin. Soon to be a major motion picture. Terrifying novel of possession and exorcism. A Mirror for Witches. The Devil's Footsteps. You can probably guess who picked these books out. Witch Girl. The Witch Girl did. So I was down in the basement of Browse a While, which is where the Gothics used to be, and the whole section was gone. And it wasn't gone completely, but it just had like these shitty romance books there. I was like, oh, that's a bummer. Like, they sold all the Gothics. I'm never going to find another one locally, because usually they're the only store that has them. And then, so we're checking out, and I'm kind of wandering around, looking at the stuff that I don't normally look at, and there it was. They moved it. They moved the whole section upstairs. So I like grabbed a bunch really fast, threw them in the basket, took it up to the counter. So I don't even know what I got here. The House of Ravensbourne, Mary Ann Gibbs. Beautiful Gothic cover. Oh, this one I was very excited because the last Dorothy Daniels I read was amazing. She's married to Pulp author Norman Daniels. Some say that he just wrote these, but I don't think so. I think she wrote them. I think maybe they worked together. So there we go. Sight Unseen. Beautiful blue cover there. The Gothics are like jazz albums. The bluer the cover, the better the music. The better the insides. The Traitor Within. Eileen Alyson White. Oh, that's an interesting name. A Legacy of Bloodshed Awaits an American Girl in Scotland. I love when the Gothics go outside of the states. Here's more of those PEC books. Or PFC. Cable Address, Roma. I think this one's a spy. Mark Castle, Cable Address, Roma by Karl Marcus. It's got like full nudity there. What's going on? This guy's... He's really stoked that you just bought his book. He's got his pipe. He's got a naked lady on the cover of his book. Valley of the Doles. I don't know what this is. I was just, I was stoked on this publisher that I'd never seen, and they just look so different. I love finding stuff that is different. Gil Davis, a Dan Walker chiller. It's a chiller, guys. Guys. I don't know. I don't know if he's a spy or what. I don't know, guys. We got a graphic. Is this a graphic crime book? Hell yeah, it is. A graphic mystery. Murder. Very dry. Sam Sinclair Baker. As you can see, Browse a While has a lot of great classic vintage genre fiction that we love. It is a big store. I have video of it, so it's going to be up there. I might have already shown it. Edward S. Aarons. Edward S. Aarons that I didn't have. I just reviewed his Gang Rumble. Well, just reviewed, but I do videos so infrequently that it feels like it was not that long ago. It was probably like 2 months ago. He wrote the Assignment series, one of my favorite authors. So that was one I didn't have. I found Hacken, #1. I always find #4. And I've never seen #1. So I was very excited to get this Viking Saga. Viking Saga of Hacken, the Golden Axe. Great video game, too. No man could defeat him. No woman could resist him. I thought this looked really interesting. It looks like a science fiction men's adventure. Tracker. Looks very 80s. He's the ultimate high-tech warrior, a bounty hunter with radar vision. Nice. Oh, very stoked to find another David St. John spy book. David St. John is complete evil bastard. E. Howard Hunt. But I do enjoy his books. I know. So yeah, there we go. What is it called? Return from Vorkuta. She's going to do it again. My cat's throwing up. No, we're not doing it, Chris. That's already been covered. Peter Ward, Spy Series. Yes. We got another Monarch. Whitman Chambers in Savage Surrender. Little sleazy sailor action going on. Sugar and spice in every vice. That's what she was made of. Love it. Sleazy, scandalous Monarch. I got another crown. Another Terry Harknett crown. Terry Harknett, author of the violent Western Edge series. This is his Kung Fu Cop series. Ground. It stars a big Australian alcoholic cop in Hong Kong kicking ass. He's not the karate guy, though. He has a partner that's the karate guy, Chang. And I read and reviewed The Sweet and Sour Kill. I don't remember what number that is. But there we go. Very, very excited to find that. And it's the UK edition too. Nice. And then here's that G8 that I was talking about that Paul likes. I found a paperback version. G8 and his battle aces. Fangs of the Sky Leopard. Here, look at it. Can you see that there's like leopard men jumping onto that plane? Looks exciting. Yeah, I love that story. It was cool. Very cool birthday. Yeah, let's let the cat out. She's going crazy. So then the next weekend was my wife's birthday. Happy birthday, honey. And we went to Columbus to go to the witch. They were having a witch extravaganza at the witch lab. So we went there, and then we went to Satan's Realm, the vegan restaurant, the greatest vegan restaurant I've ever been to. And while we're there, we might as well go across the street to Karen Wycliffe Books and see if she has anything new on the shelves. We were there not too long ago, but so I got a couple things. I got a Casca, Wanted for Desertion. This is the Casca in the barbaric Northlands. So maybe a Viking themed Casca. And then I got the Persian, Casca the Persian. He had defeated the savage Hunnish army and restored peace to the Persian Empire, only to be burned at the stake and branded heretic. I like that cover there. Casca's the eternal warrior, Barry Sadler, singer of the Green Beret song from the 60s. He has a really, really interesting life. He's actually the one who poses on the covers. It's his grizzled old face. Then I found this weird little oddity. Let me know if you know anything about this. This is a Weird Tales, but it's digest size. So I thought that maybe it was a reprint, that they started reprinting the 30s digest in the 1950s. But that is not the case. It looks, from everything I can find, this is the legit issue. That maybe they only did it one time. Maybe they only made it digest size one time to try and to check it out, see if people liked it, and then they went back to it. I don't know. But it's got a Margaret Brundage cover. That is a reprint, obviously, because it's from the 50s. What's the date? November 1953. And it does have Robert E. Howard as the Blackstone. And other than that, everything looks new. So I don't know. I don't know what is up with this thing. It was unpriced. Karen Wycliffe Books is kind of crazy because there's books piled everywhere. But she said that the fire department told her that she had to clean it up. So I go in there and she's like, I've been throwing books away. And I'm like, oh my God, no! If I lived in Columbus, I would just go there. I'd be like, I'll take them all. Anyway, this has probably been buried for who knows how long. Buried under a stack for 30 years. And it was unpriced. And she was like, how does $4 sound? I said, well, that sounds amazing. That's how it sounds. And then I went with a higher priced item. Like I said, Alan from the Books Depository's got me honing in on the Manly Wade Wellmans that I don't have. Because he's always sending me pictures of all the ones he's ordering. And I found this, Island in the Sky. It's the hardcover. I think it's the first edition. Yes, it is. Avalon Books. And it's beautiful. So that was $25. So instead of getting some more paperbacks, I opted for this. I don't know what that means as far as me collecting. It's usually I like the paperbacks, but I definitely have been more intrigued by the classic hardcovers here. And a lot of these Manly Weight Almonds, this is the only way that you can get them, but it's awesome. I don't think I would, actually I think this is in paperback form somewhere, but I think I would rather have this. Beautiful. Very cool. So then lastly, I figured that we were done. I was like, okay, that was it. That was a lot of books. A lot of books for the month. And it was Sunday, and we were planning to meet my parents out for dinner or lunch, what the fuck. And we were early, and Half Price Books is basically in the same parking lot. I was like, we got like 20 minutes to kill, 15 minutes. Let's just go in there, kill time, see if they, whatever. We'll see if they got anything, but I don't really care. I'm not even in the mood to buy books, oddly enough. And of course, when you got that frame of mind, that's when they got everything. That's when you walk in and you go, holy shit. So whatever. I most of these I grabbed in like 5 minutes. And it's like a big old stack. I couldn't believe all the stuff that they had. It was incredible. So up first is this, which I just recorded a review of, which is either going to be the video before this or the video after this. And it's The Night Creature. It's a great British folk horror book. It's so good. It's so good. Go watch that. Go watch that review. I worked really hard on it. My wife got this. Vampire Nights. It's a sleazy vampire story. When the bloodlust rises, the hunt begins. I couldn't believe they had these, and they were only $10. Dracula Returns. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe they had these. The Robert Laurie books. The Dracula Horror Series #1. Damn, dude, $10. It's not the only one they had either. It's not the only one. We'll get to it. This is a double. It was $1, but I accidentally bought it. It's a Gothic. Nora Loft's Hauntings. Is anybody there? Quiet Terror. So that's going in the double bin for all you traders. And then we got a Frankenstein horror series. Did you see who that's by? Frank Belknap Long. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? I couldn't believe it. It was also $10, and it's a werewolf story by Weird Tales author Frank Belknap Long. Gorgeous, beautiful cover. So do they say who does the cover? No, they do not. Speaking of cover art, we got another of the Hector Garrido, the Red series, unofficial name there that he did, where all these covers kind of have that same perspective, that same angle. They're all red. This is Night of the Vampire. This was also only $10. Raymond Giles. Beautiful book. I think we have 3 of these. I believe there's 10. 10 in the series. And we got Rabid. David Ann. Dogs Run Amok. It began as a lark. A holiday abroad. Killer Dogs. So someone traded in all of their werewolf / dog horror books, and I went a little crazy. There was still some there when I left. I couldn't spend any more money. I was like, this is it. I shouldn't even be spending this much. After the month, after all that spending we did. Anthony Booker, The Complete Werewolf, and Other Stories of Fantasy and Science Fiction. So a little anthology by Anthony Booker. Hopefully lots of werewolf stories. I got one of the Berkeley Robert E. Howard books that I was missing. Martyrs of Valhalla. This has the poster in it. It Still has the poster. Beautiful stuff. These Berkeleys are where it's at. My wife grabbed this Fantastic Stories of Imagination, The Mirror of Cagliostro by Robert Arthur. This is a digest. This is a great dinosaur. Speaking of you guys in your Dino-vember, there's a dinosaur story in there. Got a very cool zebra. Very cool zebra 80s horror book. Crawling Dark. Pauline Dunn. I love that cover. Simple but effective. Also $10. Everything was kind of $10. Oh, God damn it. There goes the stack. Got a Stephen Gresham werewolf. The Living Dark. Yeah, someone traded in their whole werewolf collection. There was some that were very rare, very pricey. Got another Gothic, Daughter of Evil. Patricia Norton, Shadows of Stonehenge and its Ancient Evil throws Claudia into a web of terror. It's an easy eye. It's going to be easy to read. I appreciate that. We got Ghoul. Mark Ronson. This one was 15. Oh, pretty famous. I think this one's in Paperbacks from Hell. I don't remember. I was pretty sure we already had this, but I don't know. Witch of Sabbath. I couldn't find it anywhere. So maybe it just looks like something that we would have. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. A novel of modern witchcraft. Charity Blackstock. And then The Witches of Brimstone Hill. A macabre tale of murder, mystery, and witchcraft. Very occult, very evil looking. We love evil around here. Also $10. So there you go. There was our birthday haul, both of us. We had a lot of thoughtful people out there. Once again, thank you to Alan for that. Worst Things Waiting. That's crazy. That was like, I didn't think that I would ever have that book, and I couldn't believe it when it showed up in the mail. Incredible. Book Suppository. If you're not following the Book Suppository, go subscribe to him. He is the man. He's a lot of fun, very knowledgeable. He just needs to make more videos now. Thank you for watching. That is it. We're out of here. See you later.